Welcome back to another episode. Today is episode 50.
50, bro.
Can you believe we've been doing this shit for 50 episodes
That's
now?
crazy, yeah.
That's insane. Today we're gonna talk about a few things today. We're gonna get into Tucker Carlson going off the rails.
Oh,
Man,
yeah, with that interview.
Man,
with that,
yeah, going off the rails. Bro's losing his fucking mind. We're gonna talk about a little bit of everything today. It's gonna be a little bit all over the place, but it's gonna make sense. We're gonna make it make sense.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about interracial relationships.
It'll be interesting.
We're gonna make it worth your while for sure. But stay tuned and yeah, man, let's get into it.
Yep. So yeah, dude, you sent me that video with Tucker.
Yeah.
And so this man is interviewing. Tucker's interviewing this guy that looks like a crackhead.
I was just gonna say he looks like a crackhead.
You know, missing teeth. I mean, you could tell he's been doing some drugs.
He looks crazy.
Yeah, and he is saying that he and Obama had some kind of relationship,
Back in the
intimate,
90s.
like an intimate relationship. Yeah, back in the 90s, and that that they did drugs together, and then that he was like touching him like in the hand and kind of feeling to see where the move went.
He ultimately said
he's making the move on him.
he slept with the man.
Yes. That's crazy, bro.
And
That's some allegations right there.
That is some.
And this isn't the first time he's been saying that. I think he came out saying this back in 2008 when Obama was first running.
Oh yeah.
That he started coming out with this, saying that he didn't know who he was. I think Obama was a senator at the time or something like that. I could be wrong. Fact checks me on that.
I'm pretty sure he probably came for his wife too, because they've been saying Michelle is like.
Michael.
Yeah, Mike.
Well, cause he's been saying I think Tucker asked him does this seem like it was his first time? He's like, oh no, he was
Yeah,
he was
said,
well.
he's a pro or something like that.
Not he was a pro.
You can tell.
You could tell it wasn't his first
Yeah.
time. And it's like,
sheesh.
I don't know, man.
It's been a lot of gay allegations against Obama.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, bro. I really think it's because they're the first black
But let's say he
family
once again,
as far as in the White House.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of slander, but then again, he has a lot of love, then he has a lot of hate at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Some people love him, some people wish he did more. I mean, everybody wishes he did more, but especially for the black community. A lot of black people tell you they don't fuck with Obama because they feel like he didn't do enough. You know what I mean? Which I guess makes sense. But on the other hand, a lot of people do love him because it was still cool to really see something that you never in America's history thought would happen, especially so soon. Maybe nowadays when everybody's woke and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'd probably be like, okay, we'll have a black president. But in 2008, you know what I mean? Coming from who we came off of, Bush.
Bush, yeah.
Dude, that's a complete different, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's why he won, because they won kind of why the reason Biden won.
Yeah.
Because they wanted something different, completely different from Trump.
Exactly.
When, in your opinion, do you think we'll get another black president in? You think it's gonna be a while?
I would say after this election, maybe.
You think so?
I really wanted Kanye to be president, but I feel like I'm a little bit against that now because, bro, I love Kanye West a lot, bro, but that man is low-key, he kind of hot and cold, bro. And I hate to say this about somebody that I really like, bro, but,
so when
he's unstable. Yeah, he's, kind of unstable, bro. And nowadays, I don't know if you've been, seeing him in the public eye, but he just looks like he's kind of, letting himself go. He's just not but then again,
he's not himself. You think they drugged him? You think he's drugged up?
I don't think he's drugged up, but he's a fucking genius. I know that. I think he just doesn't give a shit anymore, bro. He's just at this point, he's bro, I don't care. But I know, when he does shit like this, I know he's cooking up some crazy work.
Like how he was going on, I think they might be doing some where it's to me, I don't know the guy personally, but just from what I've seen, and I don't really follow him too much, but just from what you showed me and those clips that he went off the wall,
yeah,
he's very high energy, all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
But now, whenever you seem it's those people that have the ADHD, ADHD, and they put them on medication, where they're
they put them on Ritalin and shit.
Oh, I don't know what they put them on, but they calm them down. It's almost their energy, they take it away. They're just
they literally make him
robots. A robot. Yeah, and that's what he seems like.
No, I think he's just. He is medicated. I don't know what he's on because I think he has bipolar disorder. He's officially he's been diagnosed with that. But I don't think he's like off the rails. Cause I mean,
Not right now.
maybe not right now. I would hate to think that, but I just feel like I know he has a good heart. You know what I'm saying? Cause I've been a follower of Kanye West since as long as I can remember, bro. Since I was a kid in like elementary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've always looked up to Kanye, but like I just know he has a good heart. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ever like listen to an interview of him like talking, where he's not like doing the most, like you could tell like he has good intentions, like he means well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he actually wants to see the people thrive. And I feel like with the right team and the right resources, he could really like take America to a place where it's never been before. But I don't know how good he would be with like foreign affairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I said, I mean, bro is not he's not the stereotypical, the average presidential candidate. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely very, very different from what everyone is used to seeing and dealing with.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a mix-up when it comes to that. But as far as next time a black president will be a thing, I want to say maybe after this upcoming election, probably. I'm not saying that it will be. I'm saying that like possibly it could be.
Is there even a black president candidate right now?
I don't
think so, right?
Unless Kanye is officially running, then I don't think so.
I don't think
He said he was.
He said, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's why he stepped down from doing all the like the public appearances from now, because you ain't seen no shit about him in the news lately, because he's working on like
His
I think
campaign.
he's focusing on his presidential campaign.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, but I think Tucker Carlson paid that guy to
You think
say
so?
that shit. And if that's the case, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have somebody look into it. He's got a big fat lawsuit coming his way.
I don't think he paid him, bro, because I think Tucker's just the type of person that, because this wasn't the first time that this guy.
Bro.
Oh, he's controversial for sure, especially after he left Fox. Like Fox was kind of the filter. Now he's
I
on.
knew he was a news anchor before.
Yeah, he was on Fox. So now he's unfiltered. They should really call him Tucker Unchained or something. You know what I mean? But the I want to say he probably picked up wind of either that guy went to him, or
What the hell could that guy offer him? Because that guy don't look like he has a lot
a
of
story.
A story?
Yeah. Like,
What kind of story would you be able to offer Carlson?
fucked up. Obviously, he had one that he slept with the president of the United States. Like, how big of a story? Let's play a game.
If a crackhead walked up to me right now and said he slept with you, you think I'm gonna buy that shit?
I mean, I hope not. But hey, what if he's right?
I hope he's not right, Oscar.
That's what I'm saying. But let's just play a game. Let's just play a game.
All right.
That wouldn't be right, for sure.
Of course not.
No, of course not. But let's just play a game, right? Because when it comes to politicians, there's a very dirty and murky world.
Yeah,
where,
it's very,
where the Epsteins of the world live.
Oh, for sure.
And, there's a secret societies and secret cults that you have to do, right? It's kind of like gang initiations where, like, they're like, okay, well, if you want to join us. Not that I have ever joined one, but just from, I guess, stuff that I've heard. I could be wrong. I'm not claiming to know, that it's 100% correct. It's just what I've heard. Where they'll make you do a crime. Whether it's like, hey, well, if you're really serious about joining us, you have to do this crime. Whatever it is. Whether it's murder, whether it's whatever it is, stealing a vehicle, just to show your commitment to the team. You know what I mean? But let's say it was true. Like, how big of a story would that be?
It'd be huge.
That's what I'm saying.
It'd be real big.
Yeah.
And freaking Tucker Carlson
Not saying
would be
that it
like
is,
the face of the story, you know what I'm saying? Because he's the one that kind of put it out there. Not kind of, he did, literally did put it out there. But that's just such a bold claim to make without any evidence, bro.
Yeah, that is weird.
That is weird. This is really just he say, she say. This is word of mouth, you feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like word of mouth by somebody who looks everything but credible. You know what I'm saying? That nigga don't look credible at all. Like, just some random drug addicts or whoever the hell that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just saying all this stuff, like, that shit's wild, bro. Like, if y'all gotta watch this video, bro. This man talking about, he's going into detail too about how he met him at a club or a bar. Yeah. It's like, I put my hand on his thigh and I just tried it to see if he was gonna go for it, and he went for it. And
can you imagine?
Like, what the fuck is that shit? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, when people get into that much detail about a story like that, it literally makes me it reminds me of like that one time Soulja Boy was talking about, you know who Soulja Boy is, right? This nigga was like, this was like, I don't want to say.
Surprisingly, yes, I know who he
Okay,
is.
I mean, everybody knows who that is,
Yeah.
right? This guy he had a story where I think it was like maybe, I want to say almost like 10 years ago or something, where he was talking about how, because he got his home invaded once upon a time.
Okay.
And he was giving a story about how it went down, but he was like, over exaggerating all the details, and
Really?
it was bullshit. You could tell it was
Yeah.
bullshit. Yeah,
So,
sure.
So he never really had.
No.
home
He
invasion.
definitely got his home invaded,
Oh,
but like
okay.
the way he was talking about how he defended himself, he
Oh.
tried to paint himself like some gangster superhero. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it was like, this corny ass nigga,
Yeah.
bro. Like that's what that shit is giving, bro. Like that's what
Yeah.
it sound like. It's like this is so corny and so like fake and just full
Not
of
genuine.
cap. Just
Yeah.
cap all around. I don't know, bro, but I really, really hope that's not true, cause that'd be weird as hell. I don't know, like imagine going from like, I don't know how niggas do that, bro. A lot of people do that.
What?
There was an episode on like, CSI, one with Ice Cube in it. Or is it NCIS or is it CSI? Something like that.
I know we're talking about the shows, but I don't really follow.
Or
the shows
NYPD, something.
There's too many, bro.
There's a bunch of police
Yeah, yeah.
shows. The one with Ice Cube in it. There was literally an episode where this guy was in there, and I think he became an accessory to some type of case some way somehow. But he was like, I'm not gay. I fuck men and I have relationships with women. And then Ice Cube was like, well, that makes you gay. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that
bro.
actually kind of sounded like him.
Bro, literally, well, that makes you. You know how he talks,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Bro, like, some people really believe that, like, just because they, like,
Because they said no homo.
have it,
is
like, yeah,
no
like,
homo.
how you gonna suck a dick and be like, no homo? Nigga, I don't give a fuck what you say. It's homo as fuck. Like, that's as homo gets.
But
you know what I mean?
Hey, if you like to do that, that's your prerogative.
Yeah, sure,
you know?
but don't deny it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you are what you are. Don't try to...
Yeah.
Just because,
Sugarcoat it.
yeah, you can't. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all might come for me in this one, but if you're a man, ain't no way you can be bi. You're gay. You can't like women on Monday and then the rest of the week think you can be sleep with a man.
I think you can. It's just I don't think girls will find it attractive.
Nah, that
like
shit
how
gay.
guy would be okay with the girl being bi.
I will never acknowledge a grown ass man as bisexual. You're gay, straight up. As long as you have relations with a man, you're gay, and that's okay if that's who you are.
I agree, but
Because that don't make sense to me. You are. It's either you gonna pick one and stick with it. You can't do the other. You know what I'm saying?
But I think the way we view it might be because we're heterosexual. Might be the
that shit weird, bro. You can't.
It is weird, but like for example, if you're gay, you only like men.
Yeah, but you can't.
But
like
if you're
men
bi,
sometimes.
you like men and women. So
But
sometimes they like both. Doesn't mean that they're gonna get girls. All girls that would like that.
Yeah,
But
some
they
women are
like-
into that shit.
That's what I'm saying. But not like how many girls.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Can you
I would
imagine a
imagine
girl
not a lot.
watching you do some dude?
That'd
You know
be
what I mean?
wild.
That's just that to me is just crazy. But
that'd be wild.
I mean, that's some Game of Thrones shit.
But
But
literally, that's wild.
I don't know.
That's what the shit they used to. They used to do all that type of shit in the Roman Empire and like back in them early days. You know
I want
what
to
I
say
mean?
they still do that, bro. I want to say so.
Orgies
I
and
have
all
a
that.
lot of military friends, right?
Wait, they do that in the military?
No. Let me finish, bro.
Okay, I was about to say.
No. So I have a lot of military friends.
Okay.
That when they were in tour in Iraq and Afghanistan, they said that over there their culture is they view women as reproductions and they view men like to keep up your line, but they view men for fun. Like they'll do relations with men because they can't get pregnant, so it's for fun. But women, like whenever they want their legacy to continue, so they don't view them to pleasure
So
them.
they're technically bi out there.
Yeah, you would consider that.
And this is in the military or like in other countries?
No, in other countries like the Middle East.
Middle East?
Yeah, bro. I mean Iraq, Afghanistan.
We're talking about like Muslims?
I guess I don't know. I guess that's not the.
Nah, because
religion, I
I'm
don't
only
know.
asking because like in Islam,
I'm
bro,
just telling you like what like my military
homosexuality
friends have.
is prohibited
Yeah.
1,000%.
Oh, I agree, but how many like?
People literally get stoned, probably. I'm sure for being gay, bro.
Well, because they said that there was an instance where.
Like in Uganda, you cannot be gay. That's a criminal offense.
Really?
Yeah. I think some guys actually on like, I don't know if it's death row or something right now. There's a
Because he
case
was gay?
in Uganda. I don't know if it's death row, but he's facing criminal charges for being gay in Uganda right now.
That's crazy.
They don't fuck with that at all out there. Zero tolerance for homos
Yeah.
out there in Uganda.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Iraq is pretty different. Oh,
Yeah.
well, like I was saying, bro, like when you're out in remote desert,
Yeah.
you know, like they were saying that there was this. Back to my story.
Okay. Okay.
The so I used to work in the oil field, so we would get a lot of military guys, right? So this guy was in the army, and he said that one thing that would really piss him off, and he hated like the men that were from over there, not because they were Muslim, not because of whatever religion they were, but because they saw an instance where men ganged up on this little boy and like they abused him, and the
Like
military
they
couldn't do anything about it, like
like
in
they
front of
sexually
them.
assaulted him.
Hmm.
A
Because
little boy.
yeah, and they couldn't do anything. Well, over
Whoa.
there, bro, over there, like I don't know if you saw videos after we retreated from Iraq, where the Taliban came in and got everything, where they were selling their little girls, bro. Like they were probably like 10, 8 years old to like 50 or 60 year old men
I
to be their
believe that.
wives.
I believe that. I believe
So
that.
so
I've seen documentaries of like that. I mean, even Sounds of
that's
Freedom when we
crazy,
watched
bro.
that,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm
I seen
saying?
that. Yeah, we saw it together, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just
But over there, it's
tough.
legal. It's okay. It's okay for like if you're there is no law that says like, hey, if you're on hard times, you can't sell your daughter off. Like that's slavery, bro.
It's literally
That's
that
slavery.
little girl don't know
And
nothing about
can you
nothing.
imagine as a father like dude, I would rather die than to do
Yeah,
that. But I
nah.
mean, it's a different culture. You know what I mean? Like you're growing up different.
I think it's just
You
desperation, bro.
But I feel like women in other countries aren't valued as much as they are here, and was sorry about it
I
is
don't think so though, bro.
no, bro. Like for example, in Middle East, bro, they don't women can't drive,
The thing is,
women can't don't have rights. They don't have rights to vote.
that's not
They
true.
don't have rights to go to school.
In some Middle East countries, sure,
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah. Not
But like
everybody.
in Islam, bro, that's literally what everybody like be like, I guess, misunderstanding us for like women are like the most respected and most like
See, but I
sheltered,
think
coveted
yeah,
um people in our, and I don't know, that's how it's supposed to be in a religion.
but I think
They might be telling it different or living it a different way, but it's supposed to be the right way. You know
yeah,
what I mean? You're
but I
supposed to
think
respect.
your how do I say it?
They have cultural values that they're
Yeah,
probably
yeah. So the culture value. See, you're combining
superseding
religion.
over their religion.
Yeah, yeah. So you're combining religion with like their culture, because culture could be like culture is religion, but it's not all of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Religion is just like a code of conduct, a way of
Yes.
life. But culture is like, I guess,
The way of life.
it's
And,
like patterns, like family traditions in a way. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? Kind of like traditional.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more traditions than actually religious beliefs and religious.
Yeah, like for example, Syria, right, where they have to
Rules.
wear the jihad. Is that did I say that correctly?
Nah,
The
you talking about the full gown,
well, yeah, where they have the or the
headdress,
headpiece.
the whole where there's only their eyes revealed.
Yes.
It's called a niqab.
A niqab.
Niqab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've heard it different, but regardless,
Yeah.
like whenever it's that like because if they show any more like
It's just
their
for
body
modesty.
is their body is for their husband.
Yeah, they're
right?
protecting themselves.
Exactly, but they can't drive.
And it's optional. You don't have to.
Nah, bro. Some places you
In some
can.
places, it's mandatory,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in the religion, it's optional.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
'Cause I
get
see
that.
people at the
Yeah.
mosque all the time. Since I've been a kid, wear that. But like most women will just have like a regular hijab.
Yeah, like
on,
have
you know
they'll
what I'm
cover
saying?
their hair and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, yeah.
And some
What's it
even
called?
women
A job?
hijab.
A hijab. Yeah, that's
Hijab.
what I've heard. A
Yeah,
hijab. Just cover
hijab.
their hair. Yeah, yeah.
That's the regular
Yeah, yeah.
head covering. And some women, like you'll see, I don't know if you notice a lot of like some Middle Eastern women or just women that I guess have really long hair. They might leave like just their bangs out or something
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. I guess I don't know just that's how they wear their stuff.
Yeah.
But it's definitely stricter overseas than like
Yeah.
in Western world. Like if you go to Europe, you might see a little more lenient.
Yeah,
Obviously
yeah.
in America, it's as lenient as can be. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, you can be naked. Like
yeah, you can literally be like, bro, I've been in New York.
Practically, yeah.
Shorties are bro. You go to Times Square, I'm talking about ass.
But that's what I'm
naked.
saying. Like over there, they view that as sinful. Like as your.
It's
you know what I mean?
shameful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like they'll literally, bro.
I think they will stone
They
some
will
people,
stone
right?
you, bro, publicly, bro. And
Yeah.
like you're a castaway. Like
Yeah.
you're a pariah. You don't belong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You're disgusting.
But that's what I'm saying. Like over there, women don't have rights. Over here, the woman has the right to do that.
Oh, for sure.
Over there, they don't have that right.
They encourage that shit over here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like that it shows women empowerment.
Yeah, supposedly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, supposedly. But over there, they don't have those. So one thing that I feel like a lot Americans don't really appreciate the freedom that they have.
We don't really. Thing is, because we're so like, it's kind of like a kid. Think about it, a kid that's like grown up with a silver spoon.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And had
spoiled.
everything at their fingertips their entire life, and then like when you start trying to like tell them, hey, I'm not taking this away from you, but hey, you should be grateful for this. Grateful for what? Like I barely have this, that. And it's like, nigga, it's a kid down the block or on the other side of town that has to go to sleep with a candle on because ain't no lights. You know what I'm saying? Or
sweating.
yeah, sweating. Or the opposite, if they live in a cold area where they have to like bundle up and wear thin jackets, they don't even can't afford a thick coat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they sleep in the cold because they can't afford to keep the heat on.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
they have to like turn the oven on and leave the.
Yeah,
You ever
yeah.
been like, you ever had to like open the oven and like, or, like maybe because the
I
heat
was
went out.
bro. I was.
Yeah, we have to do that one time.
Yeah, bro.
That's because
Like
the heat went out.
we would turn on the stove. The
Yeah.
stove would be our heater. Like,
Exactly.
legit. Like
and
we have
and
our
that's low key
heater.
not even like that's not low key not even healthy or safe. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I don't know about healthy, but safe for sure.
It's
And,
definitely not safe. You're leaving
yeah.
that shit running for like forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all
And the
night.
stove ain't supposed to be running that long. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But like, hey, you got to do what you got to do to stay warm.
Yeah.
So like, it's
Obviously,
the
we're
same
still here,
difference.
you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it worked at the end of the day. It did what it's
Yeah.
supposed to do. But like, that's what I'm saying. It's the same difference. Like, it's just because we're just so spoiled out here, but we got everything at our fingertips. I feel.
Yeah.
Like as Americans, I mean, and like.
Or just the Western world, like
Well, just the
most-
Western world, yeah,
like,
because it's like that in Europe and stuff too.
yeah.
And apparently Europe is even worse, bro, because they don't got guns. They walk around like just
Shanking
really
people.
sword fighting, yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
shanking niggas, like $150, everything. It's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't believe that like gun control is the solution. Like if people are out to go do evil, they're gonna find a way to do evil.
Yeah, it's gonna get done regardless.
Yeah, like
and bro, people can
it's
3D
mental
print
illness,
guns. There's
you
people
know?
that know how to build guns from pipes, PCV pipes.
dude, yeah, I've seen that.
Like,
Yeah.
And there's a guy in China that shot some like
Politician.
some politician he made a gun out of a PCV pipe. Probably some brilliant ass student who had some type of vendetta against somebody, or probably didn't
Dude,
like.
I feel
some
sorry for
policy.
that guy. Like I hope
He definitely got killed.
Even bro,
They probably
like,
tortured his ass.
Yeah, I'm saying the way they killed him probably was
They
like.
probably tortured his ass.
At that point, you better have like if you in those type of countries, if you're gonna do that, you have to have a bullet for yourself.
Oh, for sure.
Because it'd be more humane to do that. Like it sounds bad and it sounds horrible, but like in those types of countries, like they're not. If you attack their leaders, you're not going to die a quick death, bro. They're gonna make sure
They're gonna
you're
teach you a
just
lesson.
slow.
Yeah, they're gonna teach you a lesson. I've seen this is on like Live League. I've seen a nigga get roasted alive. Like they tied his arms behind his back, so his arms are already like imagine
broken.
your arms behind your back, and then he's like hanging his wrists are binded together, then they're hanging him like that, and there's
Like behind his back, so pretty much breaking his like,
breaking
right?
breaking his fucking shoulders at the same time he's hanging. It's in the middle of the woods. I think he was like a prisoner of like war or something from the other side, because there was like a whole bunch of like soldiers on this side, and they're like beating him.
Yeah.
And then like they had a fire under him, and like his feet were roasting, and he's like just screaming. He's like, bro, I know that motherfucker was in pain. Your arms are being broken.
Do human beings have the
We're fucking terrible, bro.
yeah, like we invent such like
We suck. for sure.
inhumane ways to like kill people.
To hurt each other.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Like, and this is dating back to like the Roman times, bro. Like,
Yeah, did you ever see that bull, the roasting bull, where they like
Yeah.
made a thing where like people like
Bro.
they would roast people alive and they
Literally.
would sound like a bull because of their screams.
and they're laughing at that shit. They're like
Yeah.
getting a kick out of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And there's a bunch of like, bro, if you look at medieval times, bro, they had the worst shit, dog. Like, and like the caskets where like there's spikes in it and then they'll close you in on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, there's a bunch of shit. There's a bunch of bad shit. Bunch of bad shit that we used to do with each other. But I mean, that's kind of just how humans are. I literally compared ourselves, human beings, to animals. I was talking to one of my friends, and I was like, honestly, I feel like even though animals are dangerous, at least they're a lot more honest
Yeah.
than human beings. Like you'll know if an animal wants your company or is gonna.
Like lions or
yeah.
big cats.
Yeah, because like it's gonna make his intentions clear to you off rip. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll show you its teeth. It'll growl at you. It'll hiss at you. It'll strike at you. Like, hey, I'm gonna kill you. Human beings, they'll play it off. You know, they'll deceive you, and you won't know who the hell's gonna kill you until you're already dead.
Yeah.
So that's why I say human beings are a lot more dangerous than animals. Like animals are a lot more trustworthy. And plus, once you build like trust with animals,
Well, you always know what an animal is, right? If you have a lion, you know that he's a killer.
yeah,
Like, you could have somebody living with you, and it might seem like he's a
Look at Jeffrey Dahmer.
kindness, yeah.
I ain't find that man until years later after he already murdered all those people.
Yeah, serial killer. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you could have somebody living with you, and they could be a serial killer, and you would
You would
never know.
And you waking up, bro. It's probably somebody, I don't know, I hope not, in my neighborhood. I'm saying good morning to. I say good morning to my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? When I see people outside, I say we greet each other all the time. I'm cool with some of my neighbors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll take the trash out. You never know. You probably waving to somebody who's doing some wild shit
Yeah.
when they go back in their house. You know what I mean? And you never know until one day you probably just see like a whole bunch of cop cars outside and shit.
Yeah, and then you're like,
get
hey,
busted.
what happened?
The
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's just how life is, bro.
Yeah.
But how do you feel, bro, about interracial relationships?
I think it's good. I think it's good for humanity. I don't think it's frowned upon as much as it used to be. But I kind of feel like it's coming back.
Would you? I feel like it is kind of like the anti.
But it's reversed now.
What you mean?
So like before, white people wouldn't like other white people to be with black women or a different race. But now it feels like it's the opposite, where black women or men don't want their women to be with white men.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah, because nowadays I see a lot of like black women locking in. I had this conversation with my friend the other night, actually last night.
I feel like they do pursue white men more now, but the black guys don't like that. But that's what I'm saying.
I'm one of the black guys.
That's what I'm saying.
It feels weird. Here's the thing.
But why?
Before y'all come for me.
Why does it feel weird? I'm gonna come for you.
All right. Before you come for me, right?
Nah,
I'm gonna just say this. It's at the end of the day, God intended for everybody to love everybody, everybody to like pretty much work with everybody, and everybody to like coexist ultimately, right? So at the end of the day, I shouldn't have a problem with it.
You should or you shouldn't?
I shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't feel away. I only feel away because of the history. You know what I mean?
But sometimes you
I ain't got nothing against it. I ain't got nothing against it. But it just looks weird, and it always reminds me of the history when I see like a black woman with a white man. I'm like, ugh.
Why though?
Y'all might love each other, but it just looks strange.
But see, then
I'm not gonna tell her to break up with the guy, but it's like, ugh, that looks a little weird.
Who are you to tell her what she can and cannot do?
Exactly, but it's all right. Let me just say, it's like to me, it looks strange. It just catches me like a little. I'm a double take. It catches me off guard. You know what I mean? It's like fuck, like you couldn't find no good black man to be with. You know what I mean? Like fuck it though. If that's what you like, that's what you like. Like Candace Owens, she locked in with a white man. Mm-hmm. I feel like she got identity crisis sometimes.
You think so?
I think so a little bit.
Why?
Cause the way she talks, she speaks a lot of facts though.
Yeah, I mean,
as far as what we have to work on in the black community.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what a lot of black people don't want to hear is the truth about ourselves, because we get all defensive and we still do ignorant shit anyway. But like, and I've been unfriended. I've been talked about. I've been called a coon for having the same arguments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just want to see our people do better. I want to see everybody do better. Not even just about my people and our people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's supposed to be your people.
Yeah.
We're all one people under God, in God's eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but when I say the things that I say about the black community, like, bro, yeah, we always complain about, like, police brutality and, like, white people killing us and being like, bro, I mean, when the white people aren't there, before the cops arrive, who's killing us? Us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't complain about us dying at the hands of another person just because we just so happen to catch this guy do it on camera, when we've been doing it on and off camera for years, day in and day out. Like, it ain't safe in the hood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You literally cannot go out past some certain times. You can't go to certain parts without knowing how to move or who to, you know what I'm saying? Who to check in with. Like, it's just very dangerous, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen this shit in my eyes. Like, if you've ever grown up in a hood, it's not like somewhere, it's not a playground, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's very, very easy to become like a product of your environment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I will give her that as far as that. But Candace, I feel like, part of me wishes, I feel like she probably wishes she was probably white.
You
Maybe
think so?
Deep down. I don't know. It's just so that's what it's given to me. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
That's just me. But I don't hate interracial relationships. It's just that when it comes to like black women, even sometimes when I see like white, I've noticed this, like white women and black men. A lot of black men be trying to talk down on like, when they get them like a nice looking lady from a different, from a different race, probably a white lady or I don't know, an Asian
They
lady.
talk down on the
They
other
talk
guys.
down on black women like all black women are da 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 da. And I do see what they saying sometimes about certain types of black women, but everybody has their bad apples, bro. Like, it's just we gonna sit here and act like white
But do you
trash
feel
doesn't
like
exist.
there's yeah, for sure. But do you feel like there are more bad apples in certain people's? Like everybody, like I feel like stereotypes are real. Like
Low key because we be
it's
playing into that
it's
shit.
unfortunate. It's
It is
unfortunate
unfortunate.
that
It is unfortunate.
like they ask a Mexican, oh, you got a knife? Yeah, you got a knife. And most of the time he has a knife.
Like, what's the name?
Yeah.
What's his guy's Ben Shapiro?
Huh?
He was like, I think he was giving a seminar at some college, and she was like, "What about all the disproportionate?" She said some shit. Some student was coming for him,
Yeah.
and she was like, "You know how they
About crime or something like that.
crime and like trans and shit."
Yeah.
He was like, "Okay, well," and he got mad. He was like, "You know what? All right, explain to me why." Only
Oh, I
20%
know
of the
exactly.
population
I know
is
exactly
responsible
what
for
you're
over 50% of the crime in America.
Yeah.
And that shit made me think, I'm like, damn.
12% of the population.
Yeah, 12%. And I'm like, that's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot, bro.
That's fucking embarrassing.
That's like, so if it was equal, yeah, that would be like 80%.
That'd be like
85.
damn near all of the fucking crime
like 90%.
ever.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Why do you think that is though?
Bro, like I said, bro, crabs in a bro, before we turn the camera on,
where
like
people can
crabs in a
pull you
bucket,
down,
bro. Yeah, like bro.
If you're trying to get out,
I'm telling
so
you, bro.
You think that's why they do the interracial? Like they view it as their way out?
Not even that. I don't.
No?
I just think people just like what they like. I know a lot of black women do it because like they feel like a lot of black men are unstable, and a lot of black.
Is that untrue? In your opinion?
A lot of black men are unstable. I'm not gonna sit here and say that.
So they're doing.
Bro, like nigga like me, bro. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no baby mama. I'm not a dumbass. Like I don't got no criminal record. Like I'm rare, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm 26.
Yeah.
I don't gangbang. I never been gang affiliated. I've had friends that do that shit.
But
I
you
don't
think
fuck
it's
with these
because
guys
your
anymore.
parents are from a different country?
That's the thing. Like we're not from here. You know what I'm saying? So
like you're from here, but your
I
parents aren't.
I could have been like super radical and chose to like live that life, but like I'm not a dumbass. I'm a grown ass man. Even when I was still a kid, I was never stupid. I've seen, bro. Look at the baddest of the baddest motherfuckers on earth, bro. Where the fuck is Big Meech right now?
Who?
Big Meech.
Who's that?
Big ass drug dealer, I think from California. Locked the fuck up. Been locked up for like the last 20 years. Where the fuck is Scarface, Tony Montana? Where did he end up? Where the biggest baddest of motherfuckers?
He was a real person?
I don't know if that was based on a true story, but I'm sure they probably, I'm pretty sure that was somebody similar to Tony Montana. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom. But that's still a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is that guy? Where the fuck is the biggest, baddest motherfucker? One of the richest people in the world at the time, Pablo Escobar. Where the fuck is he?
Prison, probably.
Dead as fuck. They killed him in the 80s. Shot dead. In cold blood. Where the fuck is El Chapo? Y'all don't come and get me, you cartel people. Where is that man right now?
He's in prison.
He's in prison.
He got out.
I know that's the only two ways. You know what I'm saying? It is in the streets, bro. You either dead or in jail. Every nigga that's ever thought he was big, bad, and considers himself untouchable is so touchable. Bro, life will always remind you just how human you really are. Because niggas forget how mortal we are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That money and that power and them fucking drugs, bro, will fuck your head up. Them demons, bro, they start talking to you and make you feel like you're a god a god amongst the men. And that feeling is very temporary. It's short-lived. Them niggas don't live long lives, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I chose to not be an idiot and not be a statistic.
But I feel like some people, they don't get that option.
No, bro. You always have an option. I don't want to hear that shit.
Like, so let me go more in depth.
That's like, that's how niggas believe that they're stuck because they feel like they don't got an option. Everybody got an option.
Everybody has an option, right? But some people start at a different point. Like, for example, let's
Jay-Z sold crack. That nigga's a billionaire today. He had an option. He chose to. If you're gonna do that shit, do it to get yourself out of there. Don't use it to stay in that shit.
Right.
You have to use that as a stepping stone. That nigga say, please don't die over the neighborhood that your mama renting.
Yeah.
Take your drug money and buy the neighborhood. That's how you rinse it. That's how you clean the money up and do it the legal way. You got to turn that dirty, bro. You got to clean the money, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. A lot of people, if they're smart, they'll do. They do it dirty just to get started, and then they'll go the right way.
That's the smart people.
But I feel like most of the time, bro, like in that, not that I'm an expert, right? Just from like people that I've talked to, people, movies, just I don't know. So it feels like you what you said is the crabs, right? Like if you're doing good for yourself, and this goes in the Mexican community too.
It's every
Like
community.
if you're doing better than somebody, bro, they're envious, so they try to
Oh
they're
yeah,
trying to pull you down. Like, hey, what the
yeah.
fuck? Like, why are you reading those books? Why are you doing this?
Oh dude,
Why you
yeah.
join that business?
Why you
Like,
going to college?
yeah, why you trying to become a millionaire? Like, you're too good for us now, huh? You're
Yo,
too
for
good. You're
sure.
trying to get out of the project. You're too good for us now, huh?
And it's because he don't even believe the person saying that to you. It's because they don't believe
Because they don't
they can
believe
do
they
that.
can get out.
Yeah,
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like they'll put that belief onto you. And
projected.
if you do get out and you go back and try to do something good for the community, they hate you for it.
That's the thing, and that's how Nipsey Hussle ended up dying, bro.
Who?
Nipsey Hussle,
I don't know who that is.
bro. Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey
Bro, you can
Hussle.
keep saying that name. It ain't
Are you
gonna matter to
serious?
me. Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle, really? He was an entrepreneur. He was an artist. He died in 2021. He got shot
Oh, really? So
in
recent.
his own friend, the front of his own business, his own store that he made in his neighborhood by one of his
So-called
best
friends.
friends. Yeah, all because of envy.
Bro, I
Envy.
feel like that happens. Even like for example, Kevin Hart. This whole thing with his baby mama that he
Yeah.
got ousted, whatever there was
He,
like cheating. That
oh yeah.
his best friend set up a
Is
camera
that
to
who
catch
leaked
it.
it?
Yeah, bro. So he blackmailed him. He's like, if you don't, I need money. If you don't give me this money, I want to set this out to
Oh,
the
so he's like, fuck
press.
it, leak it.
Yeah, yeah. So I know who you are, and that's what's shitty, bro. Like you try to bring friends that are like you've been friends since you were kids out of that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure this guy would have had a great life. Like, dude, it's Kevin Hart. Like, bro, like, what the hell were you doing with your money that you needed more money? Like, I'm sure he paying you good.
Oh, for sure.
Like, come on,
The
man.
thing is,
You're
like, and
not
especially if you're family, they're gonna take care of you, bro. You know
that,
what I
and I
mean?
feel like people forget where they came from.
Yeah.
And also know your position, bro. You're not Kevin Hart. You're Kevin Hart's either friend or you're just helping.
You're somebody on
He
the
don't
team.
need you, bro.
Yeah.
He just helping you out.
Yeah.
I feel like people forget that sometimes they're just a help.
Yeah. That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's like, bro,
Niggas get
don't.
jealous, bro.
Yeah, because they want that fame for themselves, right? So hey, if I put you out, I'll get that money. Maybe I'll become famous. That's why a lot of people like serial killers or these people that are doing the shoots, right? They know that I'm gonna be famous for 5 minutes,
Oh
whatever it
yeah.
is, and that's what they do. I feel like they should stop even saying their names. That way, people won't even know. Like, hey, this random shooter did this. People in the community may know, but that way it won't do copycats. Where it's like, oh well, I want to do this because I know I'm gonna be famous. Because if you take that incentive away, why would they want to do that? Like if they don't know who the hell who did it, who they are or anything, why would they? Because that's what they want. They want the
Yeah.
5 minutes of fame.
They just want to be seen and heard, and a
Yeah,
lot of,
yeah,
they
yeah.
just
People
feel
just
like
want to be heard.
neglected. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's always, and that's literally always the backstory for these guys. These like serial killers. They're just like some
Nah,
quiet
serial
kid.
killers, they just love. Some people are just
They
wired
love-
different, bro.
That's true, but I mean, like most of them are like just like guys that you probably that aren't loudmouths. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're real quiet. They're real secretive. They probably like grew up like maybe they did grow up troubled, but they were never like the loud kid. They're just a quiet kid in the back. You know what I'm saying? In the classroom.
You know what it is, bro? I feel I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not black, but I feel is you had a father in your life. Imagine if your dad wasn't there and your mom was raising you just by herself.
I still
You
wouldn't do
you
dumb shit. I'm
you
so
say
I'm
that,
not,
bro, but
no, I'm
you
so
don't know.
serious. Bro, I
If you
the
had
thing
no
is
guidance,
this,
like if your dad
I
wasn't
didn't
like
grow up.
Abdul.
Dude, I grew up. Yeah, I did grow up like tough. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I couldn't fuck up. You know what I'm saying, or else I get my ass fucked up. You know what I'm saying. They beat my ass. But at the end of the day, like I've seen other people who grew up in the same environment like me, like in a foreign household, and still chose the latter. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They still chose to do what the fuck they wanted to do,
Yeah.
and they still chose to be outside, to not listen to
Yeah.
their parents. They just chose to make bad decisions, and I've seen where it ends up, bro. Like I'm not,
Yeah.
bro. The thing is this, bro. Like.
People think it's cool.
Yeah, people think it's cool, but I've seen what it does to you when you follow trends.
Yeah.
Especially like stupid shit like
Well,
bro.
I feel like, for example, like
I'm just not dumb, bro.
it was easier for you not to go that route. Like those people, yeah.
Maybe I had
at,
help.
At the end of the day, yeah, they chose it. But some people, like for example, if your mom is working,
Your
baby
mom was never
sustain
there, or
all the
she's just
time,
too busy
you're
with her
never
own
there.
life to worry about
And
you.
your friends are out there gangbanging. They're
I
like,
feel
hey,
that.
come on, like, and that's
I
all
feel
you
that.
know. That's your friends, your environment is like telling you to go out.
I feel that, bro.
You know what I mean?
I do see that because
It's just harder. Imagine if they were never in that environment, that they probably would be good kids.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. That's
But
true.
because they're stuck in that environment with they see no way out.
This
It's
is
like
all they know.
yeah, it's all they know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
And
feel
and
that.
then it's like you go show them something else, and then they still have that mindset. Because you could take a poor person and give them millions, and they're still poor in their minds.
But I say what I say though because like bro, like I grew up around where around areas where all that bullshit was happening. I grew up around gangbangers and drug addicts, bro, prostitutes, bro. I grew up on Bissonnette, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's prostitute central, bro. Like I ain't never engaged in none of that shit. Number one, I was too pussy to do it because I was scared. I'm like, bro, this shit looks like this is real life. You know what I'm saying? This shit
Yeah,
is
yeah.
scary. Like shit look crazy. Like hear gunshots every night or every, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, all types of shit. You see people throwing drugs, coke, nigga, shooting up, like all types of just crazy, everything there is to see.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen, at a young age too, like even coming up, like into like young adulthood and like middle school and high school and stuff. But like I've never been like interested in doing that. Like, bro, the
Yeah.
only thing I was curious about even trying when I grew
Was
up
weed?
was smoking weed.
Yeah.
I didn't seen out of all the drugs that I've listed, I ain't never thought about, oh, I wonder what it feels like to shoot up a needle. I wonder what it feels like to play with my nose. I wonder what it feels like to pop pills. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ever did these things, it's because I chose to do it, not because somebody influenced me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I was curious about it. And then when I'm curious about shit, I go online and do my research. I'm like, how bad will this fuck me up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how will this affect me before I go and do something that I can't, undo?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I will make my decision. If not, I'm gonna just stay.
That's
clear
one of the
from
reasons why I'm curious about hallucinogenics, but I'm not like curious enough to do it.
Do your
because,
research. It's not for everybody. Like I tell people that
don't-
all the time. It's not for everybody.
But that's what I'm saying. Like how you said you do your research, because we've said it before. Like you'll do it, you won't be the same. Like that's one thing you do know.
True, but I mean, I'm not out here like fiending. I'm not out here like
me
crazy.
either. Yeah.
It's just like I tried the things that I've
No,
tried
I'm
in
not
my
saying
life.
like weed. I'm saying like
Weed?
hallucinogenics.
Oh,
if
like
you tried it and
like
then,
acid.
So or
Yeah, it'll change your way of thinking for sure, but it's not gonna make you like insane. Like I'm not insane. You know what I mean? I don't have,
You've done it before?
acid.
No, or hallucinogenic like mushrooms or something.
I love mushrooms. They're fun. It feels like smoking weed without smoking.
I never did any of that,
pretty
so
cool.
I don't know.
Mushrooms.
You can hallucinate on weed?
Not necessarily. I mean, I don't think so. You just feel like I feel like it makes things like little, like that light would be like a little bit brighter to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'd feel like a lot more relaxed. Like
What do you think it is? Like, what is
chill.
it messing with your like
It's your
scientifically?
dopamine level. Your dopamine. So just what drugs do, bro? It just like we have natural
That's
dopamine
scary.
receptors,
Yeah.
but it just like increases it. So now that's why everybody's like super giggly and laugh. You know, they're always laughing so much when they're high because like there's just so much. It's an excess of dopamine, so everybody's like super like happy and giggly and just like goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
So it's just fun.
I think I think you have to know your body, right? Because if you have like a natural lack of dopamine,
Oh, you'll become dependent on that. Shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I ain't gonna lie, I
that'd
felt
be
myself
crazy.
being codependent on it, bro.
Yeah?
I ain't gonna lie, I did. Like when I was like going through shit, especially at home, because I was never like on,
Like when
eye to
you're
eye with my
depressed or
dad,
something,
my dad. But it's like I fell in love with it before I even like developed a codependency on it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like whatever, it's here. But like, dude, I just got a dope ass job now. Like, I didn't smoke for like a month, 2 months or whatever. I'm not fiending. I'm not scratching for it. I don't care. I could literally not smoke again till maybe I'm 30, and I probably would want to smoke, but like I'm not finna be like itching or like have to go smoke a cigarette to compensate. I swear, bro. Like even with like I don't know. I don't know. It all comes down to how mentally resilient you are and how like strong you are in your mind. I'm not saying I'm like the strongest guy. I have the most self discipline ever, but like. I'm not finna allow myself to become no addict that easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I've tried shit that other people get addicted to like that. You know what I'm saying? And bet that's how that feels. Cool. Never want to do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just wanted to see what that was like real quick. And I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the desire to go do it again. I'm not reaching out to niggas like, where can I go get this again? Like, I just don't give a fuck about it no more. You know what I'm saying? It's one and done, literally. So I don't understand. I mean, I'm not gonna speak on nobody because I know people really do go through shit. Yeah. As far as addictions.
Because it's like a gamble. You know what I mean? Because you never know. Like even though sometimes.
That's why I never do crack. Fuck that. Like I'm not gonna go try that. That's nothing to try. That's just you commit to that. Once you do that, you commit to that shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like some people are starved. That's what they said. Because when I was growing up, my parents always like, "Hey, weed is a gateway drug." You know, like you start there. I'm just saying you what they were.
They do say that. Everyone says that.
Because then you try it and you're like, "Oh, this ain't so bad. Let me try coke." oh, coking's so bad. Let me try heroin.
And then you
Yeah,
become an addict.
and then yeah, before you know it, you're freaking on the street doing whatever you need to do for freaking, getting a fiend or
I
whatever.
feel you, but like at the same time, people say that's a gateway drug, but like some people's, I've hung out with people in college, bro. Their first drug wasn't even weed. Their first drug was like Xanax. They probably pop pills first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's like, what about them? That's why I don't
Yeah.
like that statement. It's a gateway drug. I only tried the things that I tried because I was curious, bro. Like I didn't try it because weed made me. I had to warm up to it by going through it. Weed
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Like weed wasn't a stepping stone for me. I just always loved weed. Like weed is just like
From the
dope
first
to
day
me.
you tried it.
Yeah, literally.
When
Before I
was the
even
first
tried
time?
it,
When was the first time you tried it?
I think I was 14. I was 14 or 15.
Oh, you're gonna get an ass whooping when you get home.
Yeah, I'm a grown ass man now. Like, it don't matter no more. But, like, here's the thing. I didn't even try it the first time I interacted
You got
with
like
it.
secondhand high or
No, I smelled it. I
Uh-huh.
was changing for soccer practice in middle school. It was in 8th grade. I was 13 at the
It don't
time.
smell good when they smoke it. It smells good before they smoke
Before you smell, it smelled
It's like-
so fucking good. I was like,
smells like
nigga,
mint.
mint and just like that earthy
I've
flower
never
smell.
smoked it, but I've been around it quite a bit
Yeah.
to know. Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, dude, what the fuck is that? I'm like, that's weed. Before I used to judge people, bro, because
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
your
Me
parents
too.
tell you,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you're gonna be a dumbass. You're gonna be
Yeah,
an
yeah.
addict. You're gonna be. And I used to like, that guy's a fucking drug addict. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? When I
yeah,
hear,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So my
But
parents
then,
are super religious.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, mine
Yeah.
too. And so like when I got around my the captain of my soccer team, he had that shit in his backpack. Ironically, like he's
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah.
setting an example for
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
and look what he's doing. But I mean, he was only like a few months older than me anyway. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we're all like in middle school, 8th grade. This is right
They
before
had
high
eighth
school.
grade. They had eighth grade soccer in your school. Damn, that's badass. I wish we had that.
I don't have that.
We had football and
I've had 8th
tennis
grade,
and
but we had
basketball.
soccer since like 4th grade, bro.
We only got soccer in high school.
Oh, really? Damn.
It's a small town, smaller town.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
dude.
wish I would have freaking joined.
Bro, I love soccer, bro. I didn't even make the soccer team in 4th grade. I made it in
Really?
5th. I had to make it the next year because I guess I sucked. I just started playing soccer. Like I just started taking it seriously in 4th grade. But then after I didn't make the team in 4th grade, like that broke
turned
my
up.
heart. I turned up and I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
I started practicing. Made it, and then every other year it was just like, oh yeah, this guy's locked in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So and I still play soccer today. But he had that shit and I smelled it and I fell in love with the smell ever since. It's just that I moved to a different high school after my second semester freshman year. It gave me like a lot easier access to it before. I had a lot of kids around me that were like also very like foreign parents. I went to like a Turkish school. So they were like already Muslim, already foreign. Like they judge people for doing shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
And that's zero tolerance. But then I went to like a ghetto school. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I didn't even have to ask for weed. Niggas literally just offered it to me, bro.
Really?
Swear to God. I just talked about it in class. Like, I think it came up on one of our essays that we're learning about drugs and what not to do. And I was like, man, I wonder what that feels like. And he was like, you need that? I'm like, what do you mean I need that? He's like, bro, I got you. He's like, give me $10 tomorrow and I got you.
yeah.
Next thing I know, I got like 5 joints.
That's
in my
crazy, bro. The thing about like
That easy, bro.
but technically they were. So if you trace that right, where did he get those drugs? So he was a dealer. Like he had to get it from a grown up.
Oh, for sure.
That they were using kids in school to run their business.
Oh, for sure.
That's crazy. Like if you were just here innocently like, oh yeah, give me $10.
I didn't even know I was going to get that day.
Yeah, yeah.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's even like a sting or something. I'm like, bro, that's sus. Like, why was that easy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, everyone was getting high, and they've been getting high since years before.
But
you know
that's what
I
I'm
mean?
saying, bro. Like that's where you people can't get ahead because they're so stuck in that
Yeah.
lifestyle. Whereas like you don't see that. Like you were saying, you're in a Turkish school, right? Everybody sees that frowned upon.
Oh fuck yeah.
Or like let's say in a private school.
Or if they
like,
do that,
you know?
if they do it, they're doing it real private. They don't want
It's
no
not
one to
open.
know.
Exactly.
Nobody.
I mean, private schools do it too, bro. If
Yeah.
anything, they're probably worse because they have the money and the resources to buy it.
Exactly.
But
They're not gonna let the public eye see them doing that shit.
exactly. But that's what I was saying. Like, whereas like I feel like if they need those people to like they need those kids to be able to go into those schools and sell those drugs, so they try to keep the community down to be able to run their business.
Yeah.
If they were able to run their business where they didn't need that, like they got their money, they got their millions or whatever they're making, and they were like, you know what, like that song said, I'm gonna buy the community and get the rentals. I don't need to be selling drugs anymore. I've made it, and if everybody did that, eventually, they would be freaking owning everything. I think I saw a movie called The Banker, where I think it's based in the early 40s or 50s, where this black gentleman, he's a real estate. He's a real. Is the guy that did the Avenger, the Falcon? That guy.
The Avengers. I don't think I've seen the Avengers.
No. Oh
I ain't
well,
gonna
he's
lie.
that actor. Anyways, he has the money to go buy real estate, right?
Yeah.
And he's slowly buying. You know how back when it was segregation,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it was like black only
Jim Crow.
housing. Oh, is that what it's called?
Jim Crow laws. Yeah.
Jim Crow laws, where blacks had to be in their like I don't know, they were like white buildings and black buildings.
White only. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So he was buying white only buildings and letting like he was slowly buying up those things, right?
Secretly.
Right, but he had to have somebody that was he was like a angel investor, where he had to have somebody that was white, owner of the company, but really he was the owner. It's a super good movie and very interesting.
Is that on Netflix?
I want to say it was. I think that's where I saw it.
I'll
Either
look
on
it up on
Netflix,
Netflix.
Hulu, or was it
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Yeah, but it's a super good movie, The Banker. When I first saw it on TikTok, you know how sometimes they show you like small clips.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what is this movie? It's interesting, and that's what I feel like. Ever since
See, he's smart to do that.
yeah. Well, yeah, bro, because they knew, and there was a little bit of pride, right? Because they're like, um, he's like, man, like I'm the owner, but I have to hire this guy that's, white to say that he's the owner. So it kind of sucked, but then he had to go overcome that, knowing that like, hey, I'm buying these buildings, I'm slowly taking over. My people can move into these spots that were once all white. Now, if you're white and live there, cool. If you're black, you live there. He didn't have he didn't make it all black. He didn't make, you know what I mean?
It's anybody who can afford it.
Yeah, anybody who could afford it, exactly. And then there was this one lady that was she thought that he was the worker. It's like, hey boy, you're not supposed to be working here past this time.
Oh wait,
no
and
worries.
this was out on the front of the
Yeah.
steps.
Yeah.
I've seen this clip before.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then he was like, oh no, I'm the owner. She was like, what you mean? This
And
is
she
all
called the
what?
police.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, no, sir, I'm good. I'm the owner. They're like, well, this seems to be an order. So, and then he moved right next to her, bro. That's a baller ass move, bro.
He
He's
humbled
like,
her ass.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna be your neighbor.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
That's a win, bro. To
That's
me,
a
that's
fucking
a flex.
That's how you do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. That's why I respect Jay-Z so much. Like, people give him so much shit because, oh, you sold crack. Bro, everybody fucking sold crack.
But like Cardi B was a stripper, right?
And I'm not gonna lie,
And
you
that
might not
was-
like how she did it, but dude,
yeah.
she's a millionaire now.
Yeah, she was a stripper that was
Multi-millionaire.
stealing money from men, like drugging them.
Yeah, and she was
selling them
robbing
drugs.
niggas, bro. Like, and
Yeah.
now look, she's a
That's funny how
multi-millionaire.
nobody like really like
Hottest
no legal
artist.
actions were ever taken.
Because they were probably doing illegal shit anyways. Those guys, just
For
robbing niggas was robbing niggas, pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy,
saying?
bro. Can you imagine, like, somebody? I'm surprised nobody has come out and be like, "Dude, she robbed me." Like, not to go after her.
Yeah,
but to be like
actually
I
take
was one of
legal
those
action.
guys.
But the thing is, like, bro, how common is it for women to get, for women to be held accountable in this country?
That's true.
Very uncommon.
You
Even
think
when
so?
they're wrong, very uncommon.
That is true. Like whenever, like if they claim assault and it wasn't
Yeah.
really, then it's like
Oh, yeah.
the guy is let go, but there's no legal actions taken
Bro,
towards the
Your
woman
wife
that
today,
lied.
God forbid, could be like, call the cops and be like, oh, he beat me. Before they even do any investigation, you're already in handcuffs.
Yeah.
You're guilty before being proven innocent in this country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's funny because they say you're innocent until proven guilty. But
Not when it come to women, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Women are always even just like think about it, bro. My dad is always telling
that's
me
false. That's not really a true
it's
statement.
it's definitely false, bro.
No, bro, not even when it comes to legal stuff, because I've had a thing where I had to show that it wasn't me. Like, it was like an identity.
Identity theft?
Yeah, and then they're like, "Well, you did this." Like, no, does it? So I had to prove that it wasn't me. So I had to hire a lawyer, spend
See?
money, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it wasn't you."
And they're not
like,
gonna
"Bitch,
reimburse you?
Like, I know it wasn't me. I told you it wasn't me.
Exactly. And they're like, well, as far as we're concerned, it is.
Yeah, because the address was wrong. There's just the name. It's like, how many people are named the same as me? Like freaking thousands, you know? What the hell?
But they didn't care, bro. They just wanted to stick it to whoever it was.
Yeah, whoever
like
it was.
The first person that fit the description.
So,
the
lawyered
thing,
up. Good thing I have money, because then lawyered up, like, real quick, got that resolved.
Got
Like,
that
what the
shit.
fuck?
And imagine a guy who doesn't have the resources.
Yeah,
fucked.
yeah, that sucked, yeah.
He's fucked. And he can't even clear his name because he can't afford to.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is, bro. I mean, my dad told me, like, when in marriage, he was like, bro, even when she's wrong,
She's
she's
right.
right. You know what I'm saying? So you still gotta apologize, even though. That's what I say. Ain't nobody finna come for Cardi B, bro. She's good, and they probably.
No, I wouldn't say like come after her like in a negative, but just kind of like in a funny way. Like, hey, I was one of those guys. Maybe he'll come famous out of that. You don't think so?
The likelihood of that happening is so slim, bro. Like she didn't level her life
They're
up.
probably married or.
Bro, yeah, she has a whole family now. She's a wife, kids.
Does she really?
A career.
Who's her husband?
Offset, another rapper, one of the Migos.
I don't know who the Migos are.
You know, my bitch is bad and bougie. Versace.
Yeah.
You know that
so
song?
I know the song, yeah. But I don't follow.
That's the Migos. Yeah. One of those guys is her husband, and they have 2 kids now.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's been a thing for some time now. So they're speaking of
the music. Yeah.
It's been a lot of like weird energy going around in the industry.
Like, what do you mean?
So like nowadays, I feel like people. First of all, I feel like it's a lot of like gimmicks, false gimmicks in the music industry, which that's kind of something that's always been. But now I feel like it's at an all-time high.
What do you mean by gimmicks? Like,
all right, boom. So everybody's like kind of like false perpetrating. Everybody's kind of like a misfit now. You know, everybody kind of like dresses like a rock star or like, you know, like some shit you would see like in a rock band from like the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be like misunderstood and dark and demonic energy and stuff. Like, and it's corny as fuck because it's like a lot of niggas who are not like that at all are trying to participate. Like and it's who? Like they're sellouts.
Like who?
Like who?
Yeah, give me some examples.
Well, as far as the gimmicks go, as far as like what I just described, maybe not so much that, but like I'll give one good example. Like Doja Cat. You know who that is, right? No. You ever seen that TikTok song that went viral? Or was that might have been Vine. Or was that TikTok? That was probably Vine.
I never had Vine, so I don't know.
Oh, you didn't have Vine? It's pretty much was TikTok before TikTok was TikTok.
I've seen some Vines, but I never had a Vine account or Vine.
Okay. I had one, but I only had one just to, like watch videos. It was a bunch of like that's how a lot of people that are like funny now and have a career now. That's literally where they started, and like they went from there to Facebook, from there to Instagram, and that's how they became famous. Their brand. That's literally how they became famous. Like, dude, like I don't know, like Doja Cat. I feel like nowadays. She's trying to play into the whole like demonic type girl or whatever, or like I don't know, image. It's like it just seems like there's so much like demonic energy going around in the industry. And before, like it was like a certain demographic. Not that there hasn't always been that in the industry, but like now it's like it's just like super like out there, super blatant, like super.
Do you think they're just like say screw it, we're just gonna be out?
Yeah, pretty much like screw it, like fuck it, we just doing this shit, you know? Yeah. Praise Satan. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
It's not only the music world though. There's fashion like Balenciaga, like all these.
I used to want Balenciagas before I knew what the hell it stood for, before I knew what it meant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't even. That's the thing. You don't even know what the hell you wearing. You wearing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just think it's like cool fashion. It's trendy. That shit's expensive as hell too.
Yeah.
Like super expensive. Like ain't nothing cheap in Balenci. But people like that shit and they wear it because everybody that's cool, everybody that's popping wearing it.
I think they wear it's not so much.
They're probably not wearing it for the demon shit. They're probably just wearing it because it's cool.
Yeah, because it shows you have money. Or
yeah,
you
it's
have
like a status thing.
But dude, if you look, the real rich people don't wear that shit.
Yeah, that's literally
like billionaires, bro. Yeah. Like billionaires. And
have you seen? Literally, that's what I meant by Kanye lately. Like, bro, he dresses like
raggedy
as fuck.
He's the only one that hasn't, right? He's the only one that
fuck.
He's more of the Christian. Like he has like a
he's like he has a choir. He has everything now.
But he's doing the opposite.
Yeah, he's uplifting God's name instead.
So do you think that's why they're trying to like promote him as being crazy because he's not with them? He's not with those people.
He's speaking against these people.
That's what I'm saying.
And he's so much of a free thinker, bro, that people just cannot stand it, bro. And like they're like, damn, we tried to buy you. We tried to get you to sell out. You know what I mean? You won't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's been like, bro, like,
you don't need it, right?
Yeah, he's like, I don't need it, bro. I've lived that life before in my 20s and my 30s. Yeah. Like now I'm gonna do what God, really sent me here to do. And ain't nothing that y'all can do to me, to my company, to my name, to my family. They probably.
Well, if you want to like. like yeah, he's like, oh, he's no longer a billionaire, bro. But when you're like you went from 100 or like a billion to like now you're worth 700 million, like bro,
Still up.
you can still live good,
He's still
like
up.
you
That
still live
guy's
an amazing life,
fuck yeah.
bro. If you have freaking
He probably lost maybe
10
$400 billion
million.
maybe.
Yeah,
You know,
like
from
even
that.
if he's worth half a billion, bro, like you're still living an amazing
Oh
life.
fuck yeah,
Like
fucking right.
anything above, I would say,
And it's only up from there,
anything above five, you're living freaking amazing.
bro. Even at 5, bro, that's
That's good money, but
that's
what I'm saying,
amazing.
like the TikTok we just posted up, $1 million isn't what it used to be, and as if inflation keeps going, it's not going to be because before, bro, if you bought $1 million home, you bought $1 million home.
Oh yeah, you bought a big ass
Nowadays, like in
mansion.
certain places, bro, like you buy shitholes that are $1 million.
Yeah, true,
You know what I mean?
true,
Like that's
true.
freaking crazy. And
You look up
unfortunately,
on homes. Was it Zillow?
yeah, the average is 450,000, I think.
Yeah,
Four
and
hundred
you
thirty
look at
thousand.
Cali, bro. Like $1 million homes look like trap houses.
Yeah,
Like nasty.
yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like $1 million isn't what it was in the '90s,
That's just actually crazy, dog.
bro. Like in the '90s, you can buy a house for like
40K, 50K, and it'd be a badass
that'd
fucking
be a
crib.
nice house, bro. $100,000 home would be like a freaking nice house,
Nice
like a
crib.
Pomona or like where Miguel
Yeah.
lives. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
dude. Yeah.
Be stupid now. Those are 600, 700,000, bro. That's almost a band. That's almost a mil.
Pushing a mill, yup.
Bro, like, let's say 10 years from now, those houses will be worth $1 million.
That's before taxes, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
Shit.
that's what I'm saying. $1 million ain't nothing, bro. That's why I say now, like a million, you have to have like 5 million for it to be like actually be like how it used to be a million.
Yeah,
Like in the
yeah.
'90s, a million. Now you need five.
Yeah, facts. Which is scary, bro.
Yeah.
Because the cost of living is just like you said, inflation is just up there.
Yeah.
Like dog, I never in a million years would I imagine. Like I remember, I think it was 2021 when I first seen gas like spike up to like $4.05,
Well,
like
just think about
4.50.
like Hung bought his home for like 4, and now he can sell it for like 700. So it's like
And that
you're
quick
telling me that
in
house
2 years.
yeah, in 2 to 3 years, you telling me that house
Wow.
without any modifications went up 300 bands
Just like in like 2 years. He's only been there
just
since like
because
21.
just because no
He
that
just
means
moved down
that
here.
means the price of the dollar dropped that much that house is valued at that much.
God damn.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't even think he did anything crazy to it
No,
either.
I'm sure he fixed it up a little bit, but like nothing.
He
Like
just moved, no,
obviously,
that's a brand new fucking neighborhood.
yeah, brand new house, bro. Brand new. He bought it brand new.
Damn. He could really make crazy. If I
But
was
then
him,
what do you buy?
I would sit on it.
But then what do you buy? You know, because now, if he were to sell it, he would get the same house for the same price, if not more. So you might as well
True.
stay there.
Yeah. That's true. Because
You know what
now,
I mean?
yeah.
'Cause
True.
now
If you try to
we're-
get a new house, you could that 700 that you probably made or 300 you made, you're gonna have to put that shit down
Yeah,
to get the
another house. Yeah.
and that's not gonna be the good deal you got before.
No.
He came in at the perfect time,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. He definitely
He
did.
literally came in at the right perfect time.
Shout out to Hung. Haven't seen him in a while.
That nigga
but-
smart. Yeah, I haven't seen that man in a minute. I meant smart though, but he's always been good with like money though. He's smart
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Asians, man. I need more Asian friends.
You know, yeah.
For real though. Nah, but I don't know. I just think the industry's like just really dark and getting darker and just like crazy. But I guess it's all for marketing and all for, views and like the more crazy things look, the more people are gonna talk about
But
it.
who are they targeting? Because I feel like most people are put off by that.
True, but then
Like-
again, a lot of people eat that shit up too, bro. Like that
But
Sam Smith
who,
shit,
bro?
people eat that shit
Who?
up.
Like every single person that I've talked to, and this is another thing too that is like more reality, right? Most people that I talk to, they have more conservative
Nowadays,
values.
people are taking traditional values more seriously now, I
Yeah.
guess, than they were like maybe a year or two ago. I noticed that
Yeah.
because it's just everybody. I think it got
Even,
so bad
even,
so fast.
even yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, me personally, bro. Like it got so bad so fast that I was like, bro, we have to
Yeah.
draw the line somewhere, dog. This is
Yeah.
ridiculous. So that's why I feel the way I feel.
And the thing too, I feel like most people didn't know, like they had an assumption of what a conservative was. And now that they're
Yeah.
like that, now that people have like kind of like, wait a minute, I'm not that crazy. Let me look at what these other people have. Like, oh well, I kind of tie myself more to these values, Christian or Muslim religion, religious values. Take care of my family, take care of my kids, take care of you know, just in myself,
Have
self
self-respect.
development, have self respect.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where it's like, because of the business that I have to meet new people, and when I meet these people, I'm very interested in their life and what do they think. Right. That's why we have this podcast, and when I interact, I'm like, bro, we're more of the similar than different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people won't do business with you strictly because like I want to feel you out as a person first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people are very selective about who they actually like spend their money with, or like
Which
try
is
to
their
make
right,
money with.
is their right. You definitely put your money on what you believe in.
Facts, facts,
But
facts.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
good practice though. You know what I mean?
But isn't the fact that like Balenciaga lost money, Target lost money, freaking Bud Light lost billions of dollars. All these companies that went woke, Disney has lost a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that like a meter saying like, bro, people don't. The majority of the people, yeah, there's certain people that do believe in those values that they're promoting, but the 80% of the people don't. They don't agree with that. They're like, hey man, you're taking that a little too far. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, bro. It went too far, too fast.
Yeah, like the
Like
whole Satan thing.
within a couple years, we came up with a million genders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that happened so fast, bro. And it's like, bro, just
That
2020,
scares
just
me.
back in 2020, I mean 2019,
Yeah, yeah.
I could say certain words. Now if I say this shit on Instagram
You're
or if I
bad.
say it on YouTube, it's over with. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like it happened so fast and it caught everybody off guard. And like people started entertaining it. And now people are like, okay, we had enough of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like everybody's turning up and like
What
trying to
scares
take
me
it back.
about it is if you ever seen a podcast with Joe Rogan, like if you follow Joe Rogan, you've seen this podcast where one of like the historian has said that the very initial like the initiations of or the beginnings of a civilization, a great civilization like Rome, um, the Babylonians, like all these great empires, their downfall started with like when they did like they lost their um yeah like these empires when they lost their identity of gender was the beginnings of their downfall and
Also
every
kind of like us right now.
yeah, which is scary because like whenever I heard it I was like well shit that's what's happening with us right now. So it's like, is this the beginning of the end of America? Because right now our dollar is at its all-time lowest,
Low,
like
low,
more
low,
vulnerable.
low, 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 low. You know that
Sing,
song?
nah,
I'm at an all-time low, low, low. It's a good song.
is it?
Yeah.
Anyways, it's at its all-time low,
Yeah, yeah.
and like I said, our country it's the most divided that it's ever been, and a lot of people say it's Trump, but Trump is gone and it's still divided.
He's not necessarily gone.
No, because that's people's fault. Because if they would have let him do one more term, he would be leaving this year.
It's still kind of
But like,
possible.
I don't see it getting any better. That's the problem, right? Because look, we have a war with whether we want to believe
Russia.
or not with Russia, right? And it's getting worse. We're probably gonna get into war with China.
for sure.
The whole thing that happened with Hawaii, where
Oh, the fire.
the fire, and we're not even sending relief to them. Our open borders, where we're getting flooded with a bunch of people. So then eventually, if you get that many people flooding in, you're gonna lose your culture.
Yeah.
If enough people come in and they take over, you'll lose your culture.
Yeah.
So then it's like
I think America's already like such a melting pot. Like it can't even. There's no real American culture to really.
Well, yeah.
In a little bit there won't be. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well, see, and another thing too with inflation, right? The American dream was you come here, work hard, you'll be able to get a house, have prosperity for your family,
Yeah.
have a good retirement when you're old. Now all those stuff is going away with how high inflation is, bro. You can barely afford a house. If you get retirement, like all these people, like baby boomers, are gonna retire, bro. They can't live off of the Social Security.
Yeah, no.
They still need another job.
True.
So then it's like, where's the American dream? The American dream is dying.
Boomers really had it made though during their time.
Yeah, during this time, yeah.
They had it fucking made, bro. Like economy was booming. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everything was up. nigga, like we said, you could buy a home for like 40, 50K,
Bro,
and it'd be a big ass fucking
20,000.
yeah. Like literally, if you had a $50,000
Bro,
home back then, you had a
freaking-
fucking mansion damn near.
What's his name?
And now they selling their shit for like crazy, crazy, crazy profit, bro.
Yeah.
Like if they chose to sell it, most people. Ideally, you want to hold on to that shit because it's a, you know what I'm saying, a great ass investment.
Yeah, like
Passing
Warren
down to your
Buffett bought
kids.
his house for 45,000.
Now look at this man.
Yeah,
Shit
worth
crazy.
billions. He still lives in the same house, which is kudos to him, you know.
Oh, he
but
does.
it's a beautiful home. Yeah,
Wow.
I think he still has like he lives humble. Like he still drives the same car he's had for like I don't know 10.
Bro, the
20
niggas that
years.
really have money, bro, they know
They
that.
ain't flashy.
Yeah, they're not flashy, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I hate to say this shit, but we are the worst race when it come to like finances and money. Like black people are the only like race that I'm very like aware of, and I'm sure other people do this shit, bro. But like we the only race of people who flex wasting money like that shit is something to be proud of.
I disagree. Mexicans are the same.
It's so stupid though. It's a dumbass.
Yes.
It's a dumb thing to do.
Yeah. So in Mexico, so when we go visit, we have like family members that are like, yeah, these people come from America, and then we like to party with them, and we try to keep up with them, like to see who could throw down more bottles. And it's like,
Same.
bro,
I done
why-
seen that shit
why
in
you
the club
throwing
too.
bottles?
And these ain't
Like,
cheap bottles, bro. These are like
nah.
expensive
Yeah,
ass
yeah. So
bottles, dog, that cost hundreds of thousands.
I don't
Bullshit.
know about over there, but like, bro, I'm like, bro, you're like, aren't you trying to make it? So why are you wasting all your money on booze? Like, like
He said, "Aren't you trying to make it?"
Yeah, bro. It's like you're throwing your money all on booze to impress who? These motherfuckers don't care
Literally,
about you.
people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we be trying to flex
Like
too much.
they'll be partying with you once you have the money, but once the money is gone, hey, those people are gone.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. People only last for as long as the good times do, bro, and then they gone as soon as shit
Yeah, they're
turn
here for a
around.
good time, not a long time.
Literally.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's just people, bro.
Yeah.
But hey, man.
All right, guys. With that, if you enjoyed the podcast, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And peace out.